Hey there everyone, and how are you guys doing today? This is Joe Marin here with PhoneArena. In this video we are going to be unboxing the all-new Apple AirPods. Now AirPods are probably one of the most anticipated Apple devices of the year, even with releases of devices such as the Apple Watch Series 2 and the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. The AirPods were first announced at Apple's press event back in September for the iPhone 7 line, and they were supposed to launch sometime around October, but we are just now getting our hands on them here in late December. Go ahead and take the plastic off of the box to get into the rest of the packaging. There's no real known reason as to why it took so long for AirPods to make their way to the market. They are completely sold out from Apple's website. You can still place an order for them, but their current estimated shipping/arrival date is somewhere around 6 weeks at the time of this recording. And there are certain quantities of them in physical Apple stores, but they are very limited. Looking at the very top of the box here, the picture of the AirPods here is actually raised from the rest of the packaging, so it has a little texture to it when you rub your finger around it, which is a nice little touch. And then taking off the top of the box, we are met with a little pamphlet that says designed by Apple in California, which is pretty typical of any Apple product. And then going ahead to see what's actually inside here, we have got some paperwork here, Apple AirPods, which is likely a quick start guide, and then some of those awesome warranty safety information written manuals that you know you're never going to read, but for legal reasons Apple and all these other companies still have to include them. And then there in all its glory is the actual Apple AirPod case. And we'll slide that out of there. The case itself has received quite a bit of criticism for looking sort of like a case of dental floss, and I can see how these jokes do get started because it is certainly a bit odd looking. But just kind of holding it here while getting the plastic off for a couple seconds, it feels very well made, very nice. It feels like something that's going to hold up well over time. And you see on the bottom there you do have your lightning connector port, which I forgot to mention there is a lightning cable in that box as well. And upon flipping open the case, you do have the AirPods themselves. They are individual, truly wireless earbuds. They feel a little heavier due to the larger batteries that are inside them. No, granted there aren't any batteries in the earpods, but they do feel sort of like heavier versions of the tips what you'd find with the included earpods with any iPhone or any other kind of device like that. Now let's go ahead and actually get these things paired to my iPhone 7, get the focus adjusted here really quick. And thanks to the new W1 chip in AirPods and some of the new Beats headphones and earbuds, pairing the AirPods really couldn't be easier with an iOS device. As long as Bluetooth is on, you simply open the case and then you'll get that prompt for the AirPods. When you do first connect them to your iOS device, you'll be able to connect it just like that by tapping a button. And from then on, throughout time, your AirPods are always connected to your phone. Closing the case will disconnect them, but opening the case once again will reconnect them that easily. Now you can still use these on other Bluetooth enabled devices such as an Android smartphone, a Windows phone, really whatever else you want to use that has Bluetooth, but you're only going to get that tight-knit W1 integration with an iOS device such as an iPhone or iPad or a Mac OS gadget. And guys, that's about it for this video. We're going to go more in depth for sound quality, all the other information in the full review that should be hitting the YouTube channel and PhoneArena.com very soon. If you have any questions you'd like to get answered in the review of the AirPods, please let us know what those might be down in the comments below. But until that time, I've been Joe Marin with PhoneArena. This is our unboxing of the Apple AirPods, and I'll catch you all in the next video.